Please welcome to the stage Congressman Kevin Brady.
Good afternoon, CPAC. Are you ready to tear this tax code up by its roots? I'm Kevin Brady. I'm chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. It's an incredible honor to be with you here today. First, I want to thank you for bringing us Republican President Donald Trump and a unified Republican Congress this year. And as chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, we are all in with our new president on his top priorities, repealing Obamacare and fixing our broken tax code. We are already moving forward on repealing Obamacare and delivering solutions for real Americans that lower costs, that expand choices, return control to them, and get government out of the examining room. And on tax reform, which I'm going to talk about for a second here, we are pushing full steam ahead with bold solutions, once-in-a-generation solutions to get America moving again. During the Obama years, we know what happened. Young people couldn't find jobs. Wages stayed stagnant for a decade. Every week, it seemed like we watched our American jobs and our American companies moving overseas. That's what you get after 8 years of a president who says and believes if you've got a business, you didn't build it. We know differently. As conservatives, we know differently, and we believe you did build that business, and we might want more Americans, more young American men and women to build their American dream. So today, with President Trump in the office, we really have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to deliver a simpler, fair tax code that Americans like you deserve. This year, working with President Trump, we'll deliver a tax code built on conservative principles, a tax code not designed to wring money from you. We already have that one. A tax code built for growth, built for the growth of jobs and wages in the U.S. economy. So what does a built for growth tax code look like? Well, the House has a plan, a Republican blueprint to get us there, and it starts with simple fairness for all Americans. In our blueprint, we drain the swamp by eliminating, yes we do, by eliminating special interest provisions, lobbyist loopholes, handouts, and bailouts. We lower rates across the board so you can keep more of what you earn. And we flatten out the tax code and lower the tax brackets for Americans. Yeah. It's exciting. And under our blueprint, the tax code will be so fair and so simple, 9 out of 10 Americans will be able to file them on a postcard-style system like you see behind me. It's simple, it's fair, and of course it includes the things that families count on. Help with your owning a home and raising your children, saving for college, and best of all, donating to your church or your charity and the cause that you believe in. And while we're on the subject of churches, places of worship across America need to be free to practice their faith without worrying about Washington or the IRS targeting their religious freedom. So in our tax reform, Republican tax reform, we're going to repeal the damaging effects of the Johnson Amendment once and for all. One thing we all know, America needs to be competitive again because we're not. And we have to lower the taxes. We have to take less as a government from families and businesses. This means in our tax reform plan, Washington will take less from local job creators so they can invest more in their business, in the workers, in their future. So we propose the lowest tax rates on business in modern history for all businesses of all sizes. We take historic action the greatest step in history to unleash business investment to grow our local communities. And we redesigned that big, huge international tax system so that American businesses and workers can compete anywhere in the world and win, especially here at home. That is so important because today our American workers, our farmers, our businesses, they're competing with one hand tied behind their back. And so to make sure they can compete and win, we are going to end the tax on Made in America. Today, this Made in America tax puts our businesses and workers, our products, at a huge tax disadvantage in America and around the globe. And it gives real tax incentives. It encourages our companies here to move their jobs and their manufacturing and their research overseas. And here's why. Today, the way we tax all American products sold here in the U.S. But foreign products sold in the U.S., 0 tax rate. This means our tax code that we voluntarily have essentially provides tax breaks for foreign products over Made in America products. And this means you have tax breaks for products from Mexico and China and around the world, and they get tax breaks over our American-made products. But boy, it doesn't stop there. We tax our Made in America products around the world, and our competitors don't. So today, our products lose here at home and they lose abroad. None of our foreign competitors taxes this way. They all, what they call, border adjust their taxes. And on this map behind me, you can see all of our global competitors in blue. They all take their taxes off their products coming to America, and they slap taxes on our products going into their country. And then in red, you'll see a few of us that don't do either, that lose here and lose abroad. And as you can tell, it's America and a few sterling economies, like Cuba and North Korea and Iran. American workers are just getting the shaft. Well, not anymore. Under our plan, all products sold in America will be taxed equally at a low, equal business rate, regardless of where they're made. And if your American-made product is sold around the world, we're no longer taxing them. You're going to be able to compete on a level playing field. And if anyone knows how to compete and win, it's President Donald Trump. Yeah. And as he said yesterday, President Trump said yesterday, meeting with American manufacturers was going to happen. His company is going to come back here. They're going to build their factories, and they're going to create a lot of jobs. I know that so many of you get this as well. People like Seton Motley, who in Red State recently called this a massive win-win for we the people. And then our final reform, after we make the code so fair and simple most families can file on a postcard, after we make our code competitive for our businesses, our third reform, we bust up the IRS. We bust it up. A simpler, fair tax code demands a simpler, fair tax collector, and that's why this agency that has the power to destroy families and businesses will not have that power going forward. We're going to break them up and make them focus on you, the taxpayer. But to do all this, let me just end. We need you. If we leave this to Washington, it'll never happen. We have to have we the people behind us. We need you to be involved, to stay vocal, to stay active, and tell Congress, get this done. This is the year. This is not our tax code, America. It's yours. You deserve a final say. Let's get it done. God bless you.